Temperature above freezing temperatures, rather, area-wide is not until Monday afternoon. Let's go through this right here. The combination of temperature and wind chill. It'll drop into the teens tonight in the Atlanta area, but we wake up around sunrise to numbers near zero, some sub-zero numbers, even farther south. Eatonton could have a 6-degree wind chill first thing in the morning. So naturally, the question is, when do we really thaw out? Well, we do get an opportunity next week. Tomorrow, not so much, but we will have sunshine out tomorrow, and that's going to start to melt through things, knowing that these snow showers are going to taper off from west to east by late afternoon and early this evening. So even overnight tonight, the clouds are going to start to clear, which will leave us not only sunny for the second half of the weekend, but also Monday on Groundhog Day. Now notice, we're still below freezing to start that day, but we'll bounce back up to 48 in the afternoon. We really lost sight of what is normal for temperatures this time of year. That would be mid-50s. We actually have that in our extended forecast. We'll get there for Tuesday and Wednesday, so that should mean we're warm enough for only rain with that next system for the middle of next week. Tom and
all right, Joanne, thanks so much. Before we leave you here on this extended version of Good Day Atlanta on a Saturday morning, I want to take you live outside for another look at conditions as we track this wintry storm that is passing through our area yet again this weekend as we take a live look at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. So far, no reports of any significant delays out there, but as the snow kind of rolls in, we might start hearing just that. We're continuing to monitor the situation there.
We're going to keep our fingers crossed. Take a look at the roadways now. You can see that there is still some snow accumulation there. We're keeping you posted on it all. Hopefully you'll stick around though, because we've got much more to discuss. I know that we're on the air right now, but if you go ahead and download Fox Local to your smartphone or your smart TV, you'll see that we will be streaming all your latest weather conditions 24/7 throughout the remainder of the afternoon. We're not just leaving you with basketball. We've got your weather covered as
you
well.
Can bounce between basketball and Fox Local, where we're going to be providing continuous coverage of the wintry conditions out there. Not over yet, according to meteorologist Alex Forbes and Joanne Feldman. You may have seen kind of pops of sunshine in the metro Atlanta area. It is blustery out there, but more snow is expected to head our way as we roll.
Squalls inching closer to the airport. We'll have to check that camera momentarily to see if we're getting any ground signatures there. We're going to continue to see this activity fester across the area as we go throughout the afternoon and into the early evening for some, especially out east. So if you have not gotten snow yet, and I know there's a section of DeKalb County that is waiting on some accumulation to actually occur there are some bands out to the west that could possibly slide over your neighborhoods before this is all said and done. We'll track that as we get deeper into the hour. Alex, Tom.
Okay, Jonathan, we will check back with you very soon. We appreciate you watching our entire area for us. We do want to focus on some live images now and get a sense of what things are really doing in real time. So let's turn things over to Newton County.
And that is where we find Christopher King. We've had a changing of the guard, Christopher, with our reporters. You are providing perspective from there. It doesn't look too bad where you're standing.
Well, Tom and Alex, I really want your assignment today. So far, it's just really cold out here, and so far so good. Take a look over here. This is 278 near Emory Street in Covington. Roads were clear on the way over here. We saw some steady but only light flurries so far. I was back in Atlanta. Traffic was light over here to Covington. It seems like
driving slowly in these conditions, even though the snow seems like it's such a pretty sight, there is always that possibility of spinning out with ice forming underneath.
And hats off to those first responders who are out there trying to help people and get that traffic situation resolved. Rob DiRienzo live for us off 316 in Gwinnett County. Rob, thanks. We've been getting a
If you have flakes falling like I've seen all morning long in Brookhaven, you won't have accumulation. If you're where it's shaded in the blue and you get more snowfall going up north across the higher elevations down through this little swath here into Gwinnett County, Hall County, whatever falls from the sky will likely land and continue to accumulate as we go through the remainder of the afternoon.
So Jonathan, perhaps you touched on it and I didn't catch it, but when is all of this supposed to lift out of here and go away and the sunshine to return?
We're kind of in the wind down period now. I don't see so much upstream that I'm concerned about. There is still a window of opportunity for some flurries to fly. We're dealing with a massive area of low pressure that's feeding off moisture in the Atlantic. So basically it's pinwheeling moisture is having to send it inland. And as it gets into our neck of the woods, it's found that the air temperature is below freezing. And so what is falling from every layer of the atmosphere is something that's frozen, a frozen parcel, if you will, and it comes to the ground as snowfall. The issue is that we could continue to have random bouts of flurries and maybe even some steady snow showers over the next 2 to 3 hours. But as we get closer to the prime heating of the day, not that today is going to be warm or hot by any measure at all. In fact, we'll likely be below freezing all day long. That surface temperature has just warmed up a bit too much to sustain accumulation. Once again, you have road temperatures here in Atlanta going out to DeKalb County that are at 41 and 40 degrees respectively.
Wow. Okay, Jonathan, we appreciate that. We do want to change perspective here and take a look at what's going on in Gwinnett County, which has been one of the hardest hit areas. Every time we check in, it's like a big blanket of snow.
Yeah, we just saw Rob DiRienzo up in Gwinnett off 316 where it was like whiteout conditions. Let's take you to Annie Mapp, who joins us now with a look at conditions there. It looks like you're standing in kind of the same situation that Rob was, Annie.
Yeah, we're not too far from where Rob is. I'm a little confused. I'm trying to figure out, am I in Georgia? Am I somewhere up north? Am I in New York? This is just so strange to see. But we have seen a lot of those same conditions. A lot of white, as you can see over here where we are. Some people are still out.
And even those of you who are just to the north of Spaghetti Junction here in DeKalb County, I'm not sure if Decatur is going to actually get something. So Redan, Lithonia, getting down into the Tri-Cities, I'm not sure if that's possible. But as we move further to the east here along the I-85 corridor, as you get out to Barrow County, going up into Walton County, I think the opportunity once again, you're going to get another healthy swath, and that comes through around 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Clark, Oconee County is due for more of that action as well. Still not done by the 3 o'clock hour. Stick with us and I'm going to walk you through the part of the forecast that takes you into the late afternoon and early evening.
All right, Jonathan, we'll check back in with you. Thanks. Let's get up to Blairsville, one of the areas that Jonathan said is still enduring a lot of the snow that's moving through the area.
Let's check in now with Denise Dillon, who is all bundled up. Good to see you, Denise.
I need to be bundled up. 7 layers at this point, and there may be more before the end of the day. Here in Union County, they are telling people to stay home. Grab a book, sit on the couch, have some coffee, have some hot chocolate, but just stay home. And here's why. If you take a look, there is a good amount of snow on the ground that has fallen. And if you look at the roads over here, same amount of snow. We do see a couple of pickups going by. Oh, and a Jeep.
Trouble because this thing is kind of changing by the moment. Alex and Tom.
We appreciate your vigilance there because we know that it's one of those situations where things could pop up out of nowhere. Even though we're thinking that we're out of the woods, clearly Joanne's commute home is proof.
So, but Jonathan, Villa Rica, South Fulton, out to our kind of south and west, are they seeing sunshine yet?
So that's been one of the things today. A good question to ask there about sunshine is that the sun popped out at different points in time today. It was out before we came into work. And so that helped warm up the ground. Now, there is a generous amount of cloud cover out there. Now, for those of you in South Fulton going down to Palmetto there, Chattahoochee Hills, out of South Cobb County, you likely at this point are not seeing anything falling from the sky in the way of flurries or even larger flakes. It looks like that energy's kind of moved out. The radar is getting pretty close to the ground here, so I'm curious to see what we have down there in Newnan. If anyone is watching from Coweta County, let me know what you have going on. But I think the focus over the next maybe hour or so is going to be actually on Fulton County and even North Clayton County and Henry County, getting out to 675 there, just to the north of Stockbridge. This is interesting here. We're seeing some of those deeper shades of purple here, and that's what we have to look through, guys. We have to look beyond the whites that we see, and we have to look for those deeper hues that get into the indigo purple range, and that indicates that you likely had that snow that is actually reaching the surface.
Wow. Okay, Jonathan, we appreciate it. Thank you. We do want to check back in with Fox 5's Rob DiRienzo, who at last check was giving us a heads up about the possibility of snowdrift.
Yeah, Rob, you've seen it all out there on 316. A vehicular accident involving a law enforcement officer. People slipping and sliding. What's it like? Diagonal snow? I mean, you name it.
It's still snowing sideways here in Gwinnett County, guys. Good afternoon to you both. As you can see, it's still got plenty of the white stuff coming down. I want to show you, this is Buford Drive here. Things are actually looking a lot better. We did see a round of GDOT crews come through.
Rob DiRienzo talking to the tow truck drivers, the people who are doing the dirty but important work this afternoon. Rob, thank you. We are turning our attention now to Newton County.
That's where we find Fox 5's Christopher King, who, when we checked in with you last time, Christopher, not a lot was happening. That looks to be the case yet still. What a difference. I think one of the stories of this storm, Christopher, is that it's really bad in certain areas, not so much in others like where you are.
Yeah, Tom and Alex, what a difference geography makes. I was listening to some of the other reporters and how bad it was in other spots. Take a look over here. This is 278 right near Emory Street in Covington. It isn't bad out here at all. It's just really cold and really windy. I'm feeling the cold on my face right now.
Yeah.
And you can get frostbite. Yeah, I know this is Atlanta, but you got to take this seriously, and dress for the weather, dress warmly. Even though we're not seeing much snow out here, you must take this cold seriously. Stay home, stay off the roads. If you can, try and stay warm.
Nah, it's really smart advice. Christopher King. Christopher, thanks. People in Dahlonega also waking up to some wintry conditions this morning.
Oh, yeah, and they're having a whole boatload of fun. So Larry Spruill, the last we spoke with him, received a challenge from yours truly. I said, I want to see him go down the hill. He looks like he's up there. Oh, my gosh. Hey, Larry.
Hey, so you guys challenged me. I'm never going to back down on a challenge. So Tyler is my friend right here. We're going to go down the hill. So Tyler, what we're going to do?